Hello, everyone. City of New York, 2012. There was a major power outage, leaving thousands in the dark for a whole weekend, costing the city $36 million an hour. Gulf of Mexico, 2010. A huge environmental damage, 11 people lost their lives in that memorable oil spill. And I can bring more and more such examples of such events, but the point being is that they all have two major things in common. First thing they have in common is that they were all a result of a single machine failing somewhere along the process. We now know in retrospect that the second thing they have in common is that they were all totally preventable if the silent evolving failure would have been noticed on time. And this is exactly what got us to start developing Presenso a while ago. A machine learning cloud solution that is designed and built to predict failures in industrial machinery. I'm Eitan. I'm a mechanical engineer, spent most of my professional career supporting and fixing machines in production lines. I wrote dozens of control systems which are running and operating machines even now, as we speak. But all these machines will not continue and run 24/7 forever. In fact, no machine will ever will. According to recent reports, we learned that the average machine downtime is 17 days a year. That is 17 days of lost production for each and every machine in the facility. We're today focusing on the energy market, in which a single average-sized turbine is responsible for tens of millions lost annually. Now, on the other hand, these same machines are generating tons of data. We're talking about gigabytes and terabytes of sensor measurements, and that number is expected to increase tenfold with the rise of the Internet of Things, Industrial Internet of Things, and Industry 4.0. So if you're today working in such an industrial facility and you want to make any sense out of all that data, this is what you'll have to work with. This is what you'll see in front of you. Traditional monitoring systems, which are old-fashioned and definitely not designed to cope and digest large amounts of data, let alone in real time. On top of that, the entire alerting mechanism is built on a set of predefined rules, hard-coded by human engineers exactly like I used to do. So as long as the sensor measurement is between 20 to 40, for that case, everything is okay. At least it seems to be okay. But as you can see for yourself, there are many abnormal sensor measurements which are just left undetected using that primitive and rule-based system. So what we do today at Presenso is we're bringing predictive analytics and machine learning into the traditional industrial domain. We actually learn to know how machine behaves. Same as some do user modeling for the consumer, we're doing machine modeling for the industrial. We stream every piece of data generated by the machine up to our cloud. We extract valuable operational insights that all reflect on the machine condition and present it to the customer in real time. Once detected, an evolving failure alert is then sent to operational engineers, which on top of the alert are also getting an exact indication to where in the machine the failure is starting to evolve from, which module is responsible, which sensors are responsible. So if we take that machine as an example, working fine until one day it starts having those vibrations. That vibration later on leads to a rise in temperature, causing a rise in oil pressure, and so on, leading to a failure. This is the failure pattern. This is the signature. And our solution is today able to detect each and every one of these symptoms separately and understand the relationship, the correlation between them. So imagine yourself a turbine working with 800 sensors. We're able to extract those that are related to the failure. Everything is done in an unsupervised software. No man in the loop. No additional hardware needed, no deployment of new sensors. And most importantly, no more unscheduled breakdown maintenance. Presenso in a brief, we've raised $2 million to date from leading VC funds and OCS funds, Office of the Chief Scientist. We got 2 beta customers, and several more in pipeline, most of which are coming from the energy market. We have a totally unsupervised product, meaning we don't need any interaction with the customer's engineers, and the system is easy to deploy. This is one of our strongest patents, which is part of the 4 pending patents that we've filed for. As I said, I'm Eitan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Presenso. Together with me on the founding team are Dedi Lavid, our CTO, and Dr. David Almagor, our chairman. And together we share a common vision: 0 unplanned downtime. Thank you.